Ever wonder if that girl at work or in your social circle has a secret crush on you? Well, you're about to find out. In this video, we're diving into 6 signs that a woman is secretly attracted to you, even if she's trying to keep things cool. Trust me, she might be dropping some pretty obvious hints that you just haven't noticed yet. Let's break it down. 1. She's always looking out for you. Have you ever noticed that she seems to always be aware of the little things going on in your world? Maybe she notices you're running low on coffee at your desk or that you're about to miss a meeting, and somehow she's there to help you out before you even realize you need it. It's not just coincidence, this is her way of showing that she's paying attention and cares. She might even show up with a fresh coffee for you without being asked or remind you about something you forgot. She's acting like your unofficial assistant, and it's all because she's trying to stay close to you without drawing attention to herself. It might seem like she's just being friendly or observant, but deep down, she's doing it because she wants to make your life easier, and, let's be real, she's probably hoping you'll notice how thoughtful she is. 2. She becomes a little awkward around you. We've all seen those rom-com scenes where the girl is a bit of a mess around her crush. Well, that happens in real life too. When a woman is secretly into you, her nerves can cause her to get a bit clumsy. Maybe she'll knock over a drink or fumble with her phone when you're around, or even drop something when walking towards you. It's not that she's usually clumsy, she's just nervous, and her brain is completely distracted by being close to someone she's attracted to. What's even more telling is how she tries to cover it up. You'll probably see her quickly laugh it off or say something like, "Oops, I'm just so tired today." But here's the giveaway, that blush creeping up her face. If you see her cheeks flush, it's a pretty big hint that you've made her feel a little flustered in the best possible way. 3. She suddenly cares about your passions. Here's where things get really interesting. Has she started asking you about your hobbies, even the quirky ones you thought no one else would care about? If you've mentioned your passion for something niche, like urban beekeeping, retro video games, or vintage typewriter collecting, and suddenly, she's asking you for more details like she's writing a research paper on the topic, there's a good chance she's into you. She might not know anything about the subject at first, but she's going out of her way to learn more about it just to have something to talk to you about. She could even surprise you by sharing a random fact about your hobby that she just happened to come across. Whether she's diving into the history of mechanical keyboards or talking about the best techniques for taking care of bees, it's clear she's trying to bond with you over something that excites you. At this point, it's safe to say she's not just being polite, she's trying to show you that she's interested in the things that matter to you. It's her subtle way of saying, "I care about what you care about." 4. You share secret smiles and inside jokes. When a woman has a crush on you, she'll start turning little moments into something more personal between the two of you. You might notice her referencing a funny email typo you made, or bringing up an inside joke that only the two of you understand. It could even be something as simple as a shared glance across the room that makes you both smile. These moments are her way of creating a private connection with you, something that feels exclusive and special. What's interesting is that these inside jokes aren't just random, they're the building blocks of your private bond. These shared moments become like little codes only the two of you understand. While everyone else is laughing at the office jokes, you both have your own little world of humor that no one else can touch. So, if you start noticing more moments of eye contact and personal jokes popping up, it's a big sign she's not just being friendly, she's trying to build something deeper with you. 5. Her schedule matches yours. You ever feel like she's always somehow around when you need her? You might notice that her lunch break always seems to match yours, or that she mysteriously shows up at the same coffee shop you go to after work. Maybe she starts taking a yoga class or hitting the gym right around the time you do. It might feel like a total coincidence at first, but if it keeps happening, it's probably because she's syncing up her schedule with yours. And here's the kicker. If you change your routine, say, if you start taking an earlier lunch or go to a different spot for coffee, watch how quickly she adapts. It's like she's trying to align her day with yours so you have more chances to interact. It might feel like random chance, but when it happens too often, it's clear she's trying to be where you are, even if she's just doing it under the radar. 6. She's hyper-aware of everything you say. Here's the part that might throw you off a bit. She seems to be listening to every single thing you say, even when you're talking to someone else. In a crowded room, she'll pick up on little details from your conversations that others might miss. Maybe you casually mention your weekend plans to a colleague, and next thing you know, she's bringing them up in a later conversation with you. It's not like she's eavesdropping, it's just that her brain is super tuned into you. It's like she has an internal radar that only picks up your voice, while everything else fades into the background. If she's always referencing things you've said, even in passing, it's a clear sign that she's paying a lot of attention to you. It's almost like you're the main character in her world, and she's hanging on every word you say. So there you have it. If you've noticed any of these 6 signs, chances are she's trying to show you that she's secretly into you. It might not always be obvious, but trust me, she's dropping some serious hints. Keep an eye out, and you might just catch her in the act.